Dakota, will you have this woman to be your wedded wife? To live, wait just a minute now, you let me finish. There's no question in anybody's mind, but I've got to still finish this. I think he wants me to get through. Will you?
Honestly, I might catch a flight tonight, just in time to pick you up and see the sunrise. Days with you are my getaway, peace of mind on a rainy day. You know how to show up right on time, never late.
The wedding rings are an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual grace, signifying unto everyone the uniting Dakota and Laney in holy matrimony. Now what comes next?
I wonder what comes next. You gotta tell us.
It's skipping my mind.
If I'll let you go, you can kiss her, can't you?
I think so. I think that's how that works.
Would you like for me to do that?
Yes.
You want me to do that now?
Yes.
All right, let's do that.
If they gave me everything, I would give it all away for you. With you, I know I'll be okay. Girl, there ain't nothing I wouldn't do. If they gave me everything, I would give it all.
Okay, so I have to start off with the story of how Dakota and Laney met. We ended up going to a little hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant that was walking distance from our hotel, right next door. Me and my friend Veronica, we walk in. We start talking to Dakota and his dad, and one conversation led to another. They kind of like joined our party. We were just hanging out. And eventually, I realized that I had learned 3 things about this young man sitting here. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, he's handsome. You know, I noticed that when we came in. He is an airline pilot at 21 years old. That's very impressive. And he's hanging out with his dad on a Friday night. I was like, we like that, you know? He's not out being crazy. So I asked him, I said, listen, I'm married, I have children, I'm not asking for me. I'm not asking for me, but are you single? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, no, like, are you really single? And he's like, yes. I said, okay, I have a sister. She's young, she's single, she's beautiful. And I have a weird feeling that y'all need to meet. So we FaceTimed her at the table. I think she still wants to kill me for that because she was literally in her pajamas with like a high side pony, hanging out with Dawson at the house. And she was like, Lexi, what are you doing? And I was like, Laney, I promise you have to meet this guy. Even though you're my little sister, I've always looked up to you. And I admire so many things about you. I admire mostly how content and confident you were in your singleness for so long, and how patient you were and just confident in yourself. You have always put your faith first, and you've waited patiently for God to lead you to your husband. And I prayed my whole life that you would find someone good enough for you, in my opinion, and someone that would find your morals and your values the most beautiful thing about you, and you did exactly that. Laney told me that you had told her that her modesty and her just confidence is something that you admire the most about her. You know, we've always said that we feel like we have the best dad ever, and that we hope to find men like him. And I did that. I feel like I found a pretty darn good one. And I feel like now you've done that. I feel like the men in our family have set the bar really high. Put Jesus first, never stop dating each other, and have lots of babies.
Now, most of you may not know, but we took a less traditional approach to this wedding. As the best man, I live in Kentucky. I could not help with planning or anything to that like. So I actually met Laney for the first time a couple weeks ago. We went out and got sushi, and I don't think I need to say anymore that you can see the love that these two have for each other when they look at each other. I was sitting across the table from him, and I couldn't stop myself from smiling. I won't say any more than that, but it was gorgeous, and I can't wait to see the future you all create together, and I can't wait to see every part of it, brother. Now I'd like to make a toast to the two things that make a great marriage: a good sense of humor and selective hearing. To Dakota and Laney.
Yeah, I show up on time, I know you need that love. Tell you everything that you don't hear enough. I fly you out to bed.